The next dimension that we're going to talk about is individualism and collectivism. This measures the degree to which people in a society are integrated into groups. So in more individualistic cultures, as you might have guessed, there is a bigger focus on the individual, whereas in collectivistic cultures, there is more of focus on the group, on the collective. So in individualistic cultures, everyone takes care of themselves and their family. So there is very much an inward focus of I come first, my family comes first, and that's about it. We are very focused on our own needs and our own thoughts. So it's an I consciousness type of culture, right? I, me, I am the most important thing. In individualistic cultures, there is also an expectation on an individual's right to privacy. Additionally, speaking one's mind is seen as being healthy in individualistic cultures because everyone has their own mind, everyone has their own experiences, and if everyone shares their own experiences and shares their opinions, we might be able to better our society. And finally, personal opinion is expected in individualistic cultures. So individualistic cultures tend to have a one person, one vote type of expectation. Collectivism, on the other hand, contends that people are born into extended families or clans. So it's not just about me, it's not just about my nuclear family, but it's about my extended family. And sometimes that also includes families that are not related to us by blood. So we see ourselves as being a part of this much larger thing, part of this we consciousness. Right? So people really want to belong in these collectivistic cultures. And the stress is not on the individual, on the I, but instead it is on the we, on the larger group. And an individual should try to not stand out from the group as much as possible. There is a real stress on belonging to that collective group. Additionally, harmony should always be maintained within collectivistic cultures. So speaking one's mind could potentially go against the grain and make you stand out as an individual and could cause harm to the larger group as a whole. And so opinions and votes are often predetermined by an in-group. So you might vote the same way that your family votes, or you might have the same opinion that your family has. If we look at this on the world scale, individualism we tend to see in more developed and Western countries, whereas we tend to see more collectivism in less developed and Eastern countries. But as we've said before, these are all on a spectrum, right? So Japan, for example, is somewhere in the middle of individualism and collectivism. So if you want kind of a catchy phrase for each of these, individualism is very much a pull yourself up by your bootstraps type of culture, whereas collectivism is more of the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few type of a culture.